Except, I'm sorry, Rafi Bhai, for I know the Skins game is going on. They threw 2 interceptions in the first 10 plays, so. Actually, when we were putting this event together, my brother, who's one of the organizers, he called me and said, hey, the Ravens better not be playing, because we grew up in Baltimore. It's good omen that the Ravens have a bye this weekend. But unfortunately, my kids' team won yesterday. We knew they were going to win, but we thought the game was going to be next weekend, but the championship is going on right now. And they'll win the championship, and he was really, really bitter. He didn't want to talk to Sam, but, we have a delegate in the house, and he's like, how dare you not go to my game? But thank you for coming today, guys. Justin had mentioned about my service. I actually joined the Marines in 1996. But I was deployed in 2003, and frankly, it was a very stressful time. Fatma was 7 months pregnant with Zain, our firstborn, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it home safely. But having served in Iraq for 6 months, I became very grateful for what I had. I had a lot of time to reflect, especially in the evenings or at nighttime with only scorpions to keep me company in the desert. When I got back from Iraq, I wanted to do something meaningful in my life. I wanted to be a great husband and a great father, but I also wanted to do something that meant something. That's why I left my job in DC, and that's why I became a teacher in Prince William County Public Schools. Frankly, no one goes into teaching because they want to make a lot of money. We go into teaching because we want to make a difference. Many teachers like myself, we supplement our salaries by sponsoring after-school clubs, coaching sports, or teaching GED classes at night. As a mathematics teacher in the county, I teach my students to think critically and solve problems. But right now in Richmond, we have politicians creating a lot of problems. As we saw, and mostly Republicans. Democrats are good. Yeah. Sam's doing a great job, I was like. This past election, we saw that the voter turnout was the lowest since 1942. That's because politicians are not listening. And if they're not going to listen, people are not going to vote. That's the problem. And I'm so passionate about running for state senate because I know that's where the decisions like support for public education, for transportation, and small businesses are made. And that's the issues that people really care about. Now, I've been doing a lot of listening. Been listening to a lot of teachers and parents, and they're complaining about oversized classrooms, about low teacher pay, about lack of support for public education. And frankly, after having taught for 6 years in the county, classrooms are overcrowded. And rather than recognizing that classrooms are overcrowded, teachers are criticized, they're degraded, and they're told, hey, learn to cope and learn to figure out how to teach in large group settings. If I'm fortunate enough to get elected, I will make it my top priority, and I will fight to increase funds for public education. We need to compensate our hardworking teachers. We need to work on reducing class sizes. We have some of the best teachers teaching here in Prince William County. Some of them are sitting in this very room. People like Dave Martin and Dan Food. Is Chuck gone? Yeah, Chuck's awesome too. Probably one of the best teachers in mathematics. So, we really need to support our teachers. I've been listening to a lot of commuters. A lot of you guys commute. Fatma commutes into DC. I know you guys, a lot of you commute to other parts of Northern Virginia and DC, and traffic is a nightmare. We're spending hours sitting in cars, and we spend more time in our car and less time with our families. That's unacceptable. Now, I really want to work on reducing traffic congestion on our roads, especially down in Woodbridge on Route 1 or here in Manassas off of 28. I mean, it's Sunday, and you guys saw the traffic. Just imagine during the week, it's terrible. I drive through it every day. We need to make smart investments in our infrastructure. I really want to work with local and federal governments to encourage telework and alternate workstations. We got to get the cars off the roads, guys. It's also better for the environment. I've been doing a lot of listening to small business owners, like the business owner that is hosting this event here. Barbershops, people like Maplewood Barber or Yorkshire Diner or Bill's Auto. And their number one concern is that they're struggling to find skilled workers. When I was appointed to the Small Business Commission, I started actively working to engage different organizations statewide to focus more attention on Prince William County. And the bottom line is that the state needs to compensate small businesses for training individuals and creating a larger skilled workforce. Frankly, working families like my own, we're exhausted. We're tired of empty promises. We need someone down in Richmond who really cares about the people. We need someone who's going to fight for the homeless in Dale City, For the elderly folks who are trying to get to the library but can't because of limited bus service. For those students who need after-school tutoring, who really want it, but cannot afford to hire a private tutor. And if I'm fortunate enough to get elected, I'm going to stand up for these people of Woodbridge and Manassas. When I go to Richmond, I will fight for public education, transportation, and small business. Now, in the Marines, we have a motto. It's called Semper Fidelis. It means always faithful. That is what and who I am. I will be their voice in Richmond. I will be their champion. I'm going to be always faithful to the people of Prince William County. And you guys, many of you have been with me for the last year and a half when I entered the political arena and really wanted to make a difference. And I really appreciate that. And I need you more now than before. For this next year, we got a primary, we're going to have a general election, and I need your support. And you guys are really good about that. You guys support through financial contributions, through knocking on doors, through phone banking, through asking your friends to come out and vote. Need your moral support. We really need to do this. People of Prince William County deserve a whole lot better. And we can do this. So thank you for coming here today. Semper Fi.